Welcome back, all you big bass lovers. It's Demont. I wanted to hop on real fast, show you a couple of things that just came in the mail. I know the last time I ordered some cast swim baits, I got one pack of these, and I kind of thought I'm probably gonna need more, just because if it was good as the cast swim baits are, and you guys know I love the cast swim baits. They make an awesome product. I mean, as far as my small swim baits, they're right up there. I mean, my top 3 favorite little small swim baits is the cast. I mean, of course, any of the Kitech little guys. I really like the Slim Swims. I like the small diesel, and I like the. There's a couple other little things you can put in there to kind of. They all do about the same kind of thing. You just kind of plug and play. But this little thing from Cast, I got some more from me because they finally got them back in stock. That was the bad thing. I used these last season a little bit because I only have one pack, and then they finally got them back in stock. I probably should have ordered more than what I ordered this time, but they're a little bit pricey, but my God, they're fucking good. Let me get these out here and show you real quick. Oh, let me get the unveiling. Hold a second. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, my sound effects aren't that great. I got them in 2 colors. I think this came out with 2 more colors. But let me move these to the side. This is called Blueback, and I think this one's called Appalachia. There's the Blueback. It's kind of hard to see very good, I guess. And here's the Appalachia. These are phenomenal. Anything you're doing a tight line, hover strolling. I mean, we call it different things. You got mid-strolling. We need to do another video on that so I can go over this a little better because there's so much crazy information out there. There's all different versions of it. I mean, and there's people that's jumping on, they're doing stuff about it. And it's almost like they get all these views and stuff, and it's like they don't really know what in the hell they're talking about. Listen to that little rattle. You guys hear it? So that's one thing that makes these things unique, is they have a rattle that's embedded into them. Can you see the rattle right there? There's the rattle. You can pop the rattle out if you squeeze it. My wife, I got a kick about that. All you do is just pop it out, you just squeeze it. So there's the rattle coming up. See it right there? It's a little glass rattle. Try to see if you can see it and get this camera zoomed in right. There's a glass rattle. And you just push it right back in. So it has a unique sound to it. I really like this on the hover rig. I like it on the core tackle hover rig. That's what I get the smaller ones for this little guy right here. They're 3.5 inches. They don't really have much smell to them. It's mostly just the action. A lot of times what I do with the last pack is I didn't know they were going to be this good. I'll be honest with you. I did not know. I should have known because the cast swim baits are phenomenal. And I should have known that these were going to be just as good as cast swim baits. But I kind of doubt. Took them all out of the pack here, and I put them in a bag with some bait fuel. And I have got one pack before. On my last cast swim bait order, I got one pack of these, and I went through all of them in one day. It was right at the start of fall. I caught a bunch of fish on me, a bunch of fish. All right, so now I got some stuff that came in from AliExpress. It said it came from somebody named Jane. Okay. Let's find out what we got here. The way they send these things in, the way they put them through New York and they combine a bunch of stuff together. You don't even know what you're getting most of the time when you open things. All right, so this is a bobbin. Okay, cool. So there's that. I like to have, I showed you the other tool I used for tying FG knots. And I really like that bobbin knot, but sometimes I have a lot of arthritis in my hands, and sometimes like doing that bobbin knot and getting it spinning and coming back the other way, it messes with me pretty bad. But I still try. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Just wait and see. I'll have that thing right pretty soon. Because I can do that a lot faster than I can do the FG knot. Even with the tool, I can do that knot a lot faster than the FG knot. Okay, and this says it came from somebody named Jane. Dang. Maker, you can't really get in this stupid thing. All right, so let's see what we got. What we got? What we got? What we got? We got a bunch of wrap. Okay. What the hell? Oh, look at there. This is a special deal they had for this glide bait. This glide bait I got from AliExpress for $3.99. Oops, it's out of focus. Let me put it back in here. I'll get this trash out of the way so I can try to stay somewhat neat. I was going to get, they had 4 different colors, and I was going to get all 4 colors, but they would only let you get one. You could get one of each of the colors, and that was it. So I chose to get this shad looking one. Let's take a closer look at it, see if the split rings and stuff are any good, or if it, I don't even know if it's gonna be a piece, but for $3, you can't really, and this has got a shape that I think I've seen some of the other smaller, hook got hung. I've seen this shape on some other swim bait manufacturers, and they're selling this lure for a pretty good chunk. And, but I mean, they're calling it custom painted. So I'm guessing what this is a company has this blank. People were buying them from this blank. And this company is like, we can paint them too. Now, I can already see some quality control issues. They had paint all up here. Yeah, a lot of paint up here. Making a mess. Let's see. Hooks are very sharp. And look at that, the hooks are actually straight. Let's check something real fast. I always worry about these hooks from AliExpress because I've got some of them that seem like they were made out of tin. Okay, it is not bending. So that's pretty good. Let's check the split ring. I don't know how you guys check yours, but I just take some muscle and pull on the damn things and see if I see them flexing, if I see them bending, if I see anything popping, it's time to take them off. And also let you know how well this bait's made. I've actually had some of these cheaper shit where I've pulled on the back harness back here and the whole damn eye come out. And it was like, okay, if you get like a 3 or 4 pounder pulling on the back of that, it's popping out too, and you lost that fish. I don't know about you guys, when you're counting on that fish to go in your bag, and it's kind of, and you have to have 5, and you lose it. I've lost some big ones beside the boat, but it's always a smack in the face. It doesn't have much flex to it, so this is going to be a really tight glide. It's going to be really tight. But that's really good in the cold. I mean, it looks, other than a little bit, you can see the dust that's coming off the paint job from where I broke all this paint all loose up here, and where I've been moving the hooks. There's a lot of paint on the eyes. It's coming off. You can kind of see it down here. But there's a couple spots in the paint that, I mean, for $3, I mean, they might get this thing right and be really good and dialed in. Now, it looks like, yeah, it's got a really nice belly weight. You can see it right there. It goes from here all the way to here. And what that does is it keeps it down like this. It keeps it how it's supposed to be. I don't want to throw no shade, but there's a lot of companies that got in the swim bait game, and they thought they could treat it just like a damn rattle trap. And they had this whole chamber just full of BBs, and this chamber full of BBs. And the damn thing would swing to the side and swing to this side. It wouldn't run true at all. That's why I'm kind of glad that the S waiver came along, and it kind of showed you got to you have a belly weight. You have to make this thing balanced. You can't just be thrown together. And I got a mold and I've got BBs. Let's go and do it. But anyway, that's pretty nice. Let's see what I think she's supposed to weigh. I think 2.3 or something like that. Let's grab this scale right here. Let's grab this scale. It's right here. It's right here. Where you go? There it is. See it now. Going through the sea of madness, I found it. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's see. Sorry about that. I had to also, if you guys like diet drinks or diet teas, this right here is my jam. I love this shit. Anyway, put that to the side. Let's see how much this little girl weighs. Come on, zero out. All right, we're already on ounces. Oh, she's trying to grab the scissors. All right. Well, okay, she's a little heavier than I thought she was. So this is 2.9 ounces. I thought it was going to be a little lighter than that. This would be a really good bait to throw on the Big Buddy. That's by Swaft. On your iRod. Even on your Dobbins. I don't think I would throw it on the 7.9 Dobbins. I really like that 7.9 Dobbins swim bait, but it's more for your smaller. It says 5 ounces, up to 5 ounces, but I have bringing back the big S waiver and casting it, the 168, and snap the whole tip off. It's okay. Now that could have been. I had that rod for a little while. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like. I mean, I have a relationship with Dobbins. I have a relationship with iRod, and the Swaff was actually kind of made for me, the Big Buddy, because that's why they call me the Monster, because I'm not small at all. But anyway, man, I can get over for $3 what you can get. That looks really nice. I wish I had my pool open right now. I'd go try this damn thing in the pool. Chunk this thing on, throw it out, and let it whine. And now, let me do this real quick, and I'll end this video. Let me grab this thing off the end of the table here. Give me 1 second, because I've seen some people posting about this, and I'm gonna grab both things real quick, both of them. Not that, but this. Okay, in the terms of knockoffs, yeah, let's get into that for just a second. There's a lot of shade been thrown around, and there's some things that's deserving. Yes, I know. This one here is totally deserving of shade, of knocked off. They knocked it off completely. Now, they did make a better tail. They did make some little wings on the side. It glides decent. It glides just like the original. But this one's not hard to find. This one doesn't cost you $60. I mean, you can get these at Dick's Sporting Goods anywhere for, I think, $9 or $11, some shit like that. And this is a fish catching machine. Another thing they said was a knockoff by Berkley was this bait, the cold shad. They said this is the same as a mag draft. That is complete 100% bullshit. I mean, let's look at it. I mean, I throw this thing a lot. I really like it. This is actually, I mean, I don't know. Okay, you guys know I love the mag draft. I mean, I've been throwing mag draft since mag draft came out. The tail got stuck. Okay, there we go. That's one thing about this thing here. It has a super flexible tail. The mag draft does not. I mean, this thing has shit tons of action. I mean, look at that. Look how limp that is. That's as limp as me looking at your grandma. I mean, come on now. This has a really big harness. You can actually see the screw like up inside here. See the screw where the harness goes all the way up inside there? And the weight system's within the nose. I mean, it's just totally different. The mag draft, the line tie comes out the top of the head. This comes out the very tip of the nose. Yeah, the harness is similar, but this harness is actually, it has a little clip right here. I don't know if you can see that. And this uses the Berkeley Fusion hook, which is an awesome hook. I mean, this is an awesome hook. And then it's got a nice swivel to it, a nice barrel swivel. The hardware in this thing's perfect. You ain't got about changing anything. You can see that the harness in there. See this, the wire harness coming through with the screw in it. But then this goes into the belly slot, just like that. And then you pop it right back into the clip. I mean, yeah, that was a mag draft altercation people were doing, because mag draft has a magnet here that holds it in place. Yeah, that magnet's okay, but it doesn't really, when you're skipping it, it's going to come off. That's why people were putting the hook into the belly. Now, Berkeley did that for you. I cannot see how in the hell this has a totally different wobble, a totally different action than a mag draft. They each have their own time and place, but they're not the same. And people out there calling this a knockoff, you're a whack job. You're just trying to make clickbait. Stop it. Stop making clickbait because you want to try to get more views. Guys, I'm not doing this to make money. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to share my love of the hobby with you guys. That's all I care about. I am a fishing junkie. That's my drug of choice. Fishing and fishing lures is my drug of choice. And to sit there and say stuff's not, it makes no sense. How you can call this the same as a mag draft. I mean, get a life. I'm sorry, had to rant for a minute. But anyway, I'll go and hop off here. I know you guys don't like my videos when they're too long, I don't think. Some of you watch them all the way to the end. A lot of you don't. But it don't bother me. Like I said, I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to share my love of the hobby and to have new friends. Find out what other people do. Let me look at something real fast. It says this thing is 2 3/4 of an ounce. Let's find out. That's a little heavier than 2 3/4 of an ounce. Yeah. Maybe, well, this is another big chunk of plastic. I mean, you have Huddleston. I mean, if you're going to talk about mag draft, this is a copy of a mag draft, then you have to say the mag draft's a steal of a Huddleston. I mean, when you're going to sit there and blatant have a wide net like that doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about something, copy something, that Zal Dangerous is the exact copy of a mag draft. Now, he does have one that has a top hook, and to be honest, Z-Man came out with a top hook before they did. But it's all fun and good to me. I don't care. Innovation brings more innovation. And when you drop the price on something, it makes it more affordable to get in the hands of more anglers so they can try it and get if this is for them or if it's not for them. Instead of saying, oh, you're winning because you can buy this big swim bait. I'm sorry, rant over, guys. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'm probably going to get some hate on this, but I don't give a shit. If you have somebody that's interested in this kind of stuff, share the video with them. Get you some of these. I'm going to tell you right now, this little Cast Echo is a fish catching machine. I'll link this down below, and I'll link this down below. Hell, I'll even link the cold shad and the damn Nessie down below. Just so you can take a look at them. See, I think they still have these. You can still get, ow, ooh, got me. Woo, woo, boy, that's a sharp hook. You can still get these, I think, for $4 or $5 now. I mean, look at that thing. Tell me that don't look good for $4 or $5. Even I got it for $3 something. Tell me that shit don't look good. I mean, that looks good. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta stop myself. You guys, until next time, tight lines. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.